Hello guys, welcome to my new tier list for the COD Zombies maps. This one's the full list because the last one sucked, and because no one actually liked the list. So this time we're gonna come up with a better tier list. Starting off with Alpha Omega.
What do you think about it?
Thank you for asking. I think Alpha Omega could be a meh. I mean, throw it in the meh. Throw it in a meh. It's a meh because well, I guess it kind of is a remaster of Nuketown, but in a better way because there's more stuff to the map. There's an underground bunker. There's a better boss. There's the ether pyramid and everything and pretty much it actually. It's just a better remaster of Nuketown.
So next is
Ancient Evil.
so
I would put Ancient Evil at a. I'd say Ancient Evil would be a good, I guess.
that's like
It was probably one of the better maps for the storyline for Black Ops 4. It was very new and brought new stuff to the game, like for the story arc for the other characters, such as like Bruno and Shaw, stuff like that.
Bruno.
It had a very big installment for the COD Zombies for Black Ops 4. New storyline. Okay, so we're moving on to Shangri-La.
Annihilation, actually.
It's called
Okay.
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Okay.
It's called Shangri-La, and I would rate Shangri-La also a meh. I don't really play a lot of Shangri-La, but I know from a certain thing here that it was a good map. But from what I've played, it's kind of a meh. I don't play it, but from what I've played, it hasn't been terrible. And it can't be kinda crap, but I'll just put it on a meh because the zombies are cool. Shriekers kind of suck though. So do the napalms. They create a bunch of fire. But that's kind of just the negatives of it. But overall, it's a pretty great map. Moving on, we got Blood of the Dead. I'd put this as a pretty good map actually.
Good or best?
Good. So Blood of the Dead, I know it was kind of a remaster of Mob of the Dead, but it had premise crew, and I said the story for Blood of the Dead was pretty good. I mean the Easter egg's pretty difficult to do, but with the right people you could probably do it. I just never had the chance to do the Easter egg, but overall this map is actually pretty good. Alright, and up next is Classified. Throw that in the good, I guess. There's not really much to the map, I guess. It's kind of just looking for parts, shield parts and stuff. It's kind of like a remaster, I guess, but there's no Pentagon Thief, which kind of downsides on the 5 map. Overall, I say it's a good map. It's actually pretty good. Next up is Dead of the Night. Put that in the meh. Actually, know what? Put it? No, meh. So, Dead of the Night was actually a pretty good map. New characters and stuff for the story arc in BO4 that wasn't premise for once. In Ultimate. That wasn't the user story. But, it was pretty good for a map that came out just after 9 and that other map that really sucks. But, yeah, it was actually pretty good for its time. But the vampires and the werewolves kind of made the map made it not as good, I guess. So this is why we probably put it as meh. Okay, so we're moving on to D Machine.
I call it Die Machine. So what do you
D Machine.
What do you think about it?
I'd throw it in a meh as well. It's kind of like a remaster of Nocturne Totem, but kind of with. It's not really a remaster, but it has the same like outline of the map, but it's not the same because there's like a bunch of different parts of the map that you can go through. You can go into the end station lab. You can go to the back, into the plane, into the pond. And then the story for that map actually wasn't terrible. It gave you a bunch of clues to what happened during the 40s, and when the Russian soldiers went into the lab. But overall, a pretty good map actually. It's meh. It's a meh map, okay? It's in Cold War. It's in Cold War. The next one is Die Rise.
What do you think of it?
I've never played Die Rise or anything like that, but I've seen stuff about Die Rise. So we're gonna probably put it in the meh. Put it in the meh.
We don't even know about it, so it's.
I mean, I know about it, but so the Wonder Weapon Liquefier, I heard it was pretty good at launch, but then they like dipped it pretty terribly into like a 2. You have to shoot it twice, I think, is what it was. It used to be a 1-shot, but it's kind of like the some of the other weapons from Wonder Weapons, but it shoots the goo and stuff, and it makes the Wonder Weapon pretty good actually. But and the story for it was pretty good too, because Victus isn't always a terrible story arc there is, but I'd say it's pretty good actually. I've never played it before, like I said before, but I heard that I've seen and heard that it's a pretty good one, so we put it in meh. Alright, moving on to, I think that, what is that?
Escalation.
That's not Escalation, that's, is that the DLC? It's Call of Duty Black Ops. Is that Nuketown?
Give me a minute, I'm gonna reverse search it, it's not captured.
Recording.
Okay, so.
I'm assuming we're recording.
We are.
Okay, so after some technical difficulties here with the from the image before,
Balls.
the next one is Call of the Dead. Actually, where's the image? After more,
Give me a minute.
stuff.
I might fall. I might. I know where it is probably. Give me a minute.
Because the next one.
Okay, back.
Okay, so once again, after technical difficulties, since we cannot. Okay, yeah, moving on. So Call of the Dead. So we would put Call of the Dead at, I guess, good, I guess, actually. It was a good map.
This map is Zoo, but we're gonna still
yeah,
call it Call of the Dead.
it says it's Zoo, but it's really Call of the Dead. But, I'd say it's a good map because, George Romero, the movie and the characters, I like Danny Trejo and Robert Englund. Oh, I just liked all the characters in general. But my favorite was probably Michael Rooker, probably because of The Walking Dead. As you might all know that I'm the Walking Dead kind of guy here. But yeah, the bosses and the map itself was pretty good, and the story that went along with it was really good. So that's why we're putting it at good. Moving on to Firebase Z.
Yeah.
Good God, that map.
Ew, that map sucked. So Firebase Z, what do you think about it?
Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to put Firebase Z at kind of crap.
Shit.
So I mean, the Wonder Weapon was good and all, but I mean the story, finding Samantha Maxis was good, but there was kind of just some blank crap in between that. Because where did Peck come out? Where did Peck come from? Where did Kravchenko come from? And the Easter egg was pretty dumb. It was pretty hard to do, I guess. You had to do the generators twice or whatnot.
Yep.
After he freaking disabled the whole facility. And then that's when we find Samantha, and then, Orta's pretty easy to kill. I'd rather have a tougher boss. More tough boss. And then, yeah, pretty much, that's all I have to say really about Firebase.
So next is Fire Strike Ascension. What do you think about it?
I
First Strike Ascension. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, Ascension. So Ascension. I think Ascension is probably... I started playing Ascension, and I put it in a meh, I guess. It's not a terrible map, actually. It's just, I don't think it'd be at a good, because I haven't played it that much. But Ascension, so the Easter egg, it's the first Easter egg that ever came into zombies, at least from what we've seen. Ascension, so the Wonder Weapon was just the same. I don't know what they were doing. It was the same thing from, Kino. Should have came out with a new Wonder Weapon, possibly, for that map, but, or maybe, like, something different for Kino, I don't know, because this thing, the Wonder Weapon was the same thing. Unless the Wonder Weapon was the Casimir mechanisms, or not Casimirs, the Gersh devices, or the Matryoshka dolls. But, yeah, so, I put this at a meh because of the Wonder Weapons, I guess. Story-wise, it was okay. It was one of the... It was one of the first maps connected to the storyline. Because World at War wasn't exactly connected except for Shino, I think. I think Shino was the only connected map to Ultimus. But moving on to Garad Krovi.
Yeah.
So Garad Krovi, for my aspect from it, it's kind of crap. Not really the greatest map I've ever played in my life. But the map itself, it's the dragons and stuff. That's kind of cool, I guess. The dragons weren't really the hard part of the map, but it was the panzers, not the panzers, the manglers and the freaking robots that were trying to kill you and stuff. They're just really annoying to deal with on some of the rounds of the map. But overall, the map was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Finding the Ultimus Nikolai and stuff, and those two reuniting with each other, pretty good as an Easter egg scene. But moving on, we're gonna move on to 9.
Actually, yeah, it's 9.
It's 9 in Roman numerals. But I'd say it's a pretty good map actually. We're gonna put it in good. It's a good map overall because of I don't know. It's pretty easy to do some of the setups for the mission. You can get a free pistol from the trials and stuff. Free pack-a-punch pistol. And then there's like the shield parts and stuff. Not really the hardest to get in the map. Wonder weapon was pretty decent, I guess. It wasn't a terrible wonder weapon. And for this map, usually we use the rocket launchers and stuff to easily traverse through the map and stuff. I've never done the Easter egg for the map, but I've seen the cutscene. And the cutscene itself isn't terrible when it leads up into not Alpha, Omega. The map after that. So, overall, pretty good map. Can't take that back. So, up next is Mauer Toten, the map leading up after the Firebase map. Mauer. Yeah, I'd put it... It's not a terrible map, so I'll put it in meh. But the story between Firebase and Mauer was pretty strange. Because after that there was the Cold War Easter eggs and stuff, and then Ravenov and everything, and then my dude was captured and Raptor 1 was captured by Omega Group. And then we just somehow get turned into Berlin and stuff, and then there's zombies everywhere. And then they find the Project End Station lab under Berlin and everything. And I don't know, the Panzer, I think the Panzer Soldats, I don't think they were needed on the map. I think they should have gave us an easier thing to kill instead of those giant Panzers. And then we have the Wonder Weapon, actually a pretty good Wonder Weapon. It's actually one of the better Wonder Weapons in Cold War. Story-wise, not terrible. I've seen better story, but it's not terrible. That's why we put it in the meh. Alright, so the next map is Mob of the Dead. We're putting it as the best. One of the best.
Yes, Chad Gamer.
So Mob of the Dead, as you all may know, on my last tier list I made, it was one of the best maps I rated. I think it was number 1 I rated last time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So as you may know, some of you people may know, I favor Mob of the Dead. That map is one of the best maps they've ever made. Story-wise, excellent story making for new characters added in Black Ops 2. When you had, I think, 3-4 separate stories, what was it? It was Primus Crew for Origins, Mob of the Dead Crew for Origin, not for Origins, for Black Ops 2, and you had Victus Crew, and then you had, so I think it was 3 separate stories for that game, and they told it pretty well, actually, as a point of view for Alcatraz. And the perk machines were pretty good for that map. It wasn't terrible, actually. When you introduced Electric Cherry. And then the Brutus was a nice addition to the game. And stuff like that. The Easter egg, we didn't have a cutscene for the Easter egg, but we had like a cool little Easter egg for the either you break the cycle or the cycle continues, and I think you break the cycle when the weasel kills everyone, or the cycle continues when the people kill the weasel. So overall the map is pretty good for the Easter eggs and stuff. Moving on to Nocturne and Toten. Since it was the first map, we'll give a little bit of sympathy for it, and we won't put it in absolute crap. We'll put it in kind of crap. Nope, move that up. There we go. We'll put it in kind of crap. Even though it was the first map, it was okay for the time being for World at War. But just being in one part of the map for the whole time was kind of dumb. So, and there was no Easter eggs or anything, no wonder weapons. It was just standard guns, a mystery box, and a Wonder Fizz, I think. Either a Wonder Fizz or it was, yeah, I think it was a Wonder Fizz. Yeah, so we put it in kind of crap for that reason. I know it was the first map, at least I didn't put it in absolute crap. I probably would have did that anyway. So moving on, we're going to be doing Nuketown. Nuketown, for the time it was pretty good, so I'm going to put it in, I could put it in meh. Probably not absolute crap, I'll put it in meh. So, there's no Easter egg to the map. I mean, you do hear Marlton's voice throughout the whole thing, so throughout one of the scenes in the whole thing, I think. And the CDC and CIA characters were not a bad addition to the map itself. And I mean, there was no objective to the game. Pack-a-Punch landed somewhere on the map. So do the perk machines. Just an undead town wreaking havoc. People in an undead town getting wreaked havoc on by a bunch of undead characters.
Riojet anti-cheat sucks nuts.
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Okay, so next on the list is Origins. We're gonna put that as one of the best. Origins itself, the mud was a crappy addition to the map. It made you extra slow. It's like Shinonuma. But overall, except for the mud, not a terrible map. Easter egg was pretty good. Never done the Easter egg for the map, but I've seen the cutscenes. Not terrible, actually. It made people. I know it made people confused at the end because everyone thought it was just a game that they were playing the whole time. But then we finally understood when Black Ops 3 came out. Then everything after that, stuff like that. Staffs were a pretty good upgrade to the map and stuff. But yeah, overall map was pretty freaking good. Moving on, we got Outbreak. Phoenix, we forgot Darice and Drac. I just noticed we forgot Darice and Drac.
I don't really care at this point.
Crappy map.
Well, guys, if I would have put Darice and Drac on the list, I probably would have put it in good because the bows were kind of like Origins.
Dude.
Easter egg was good with Dempsey and his ultimate self, stuff like that. So if we had Darice and Drac on the list, we would have put it in good. But we're moving on to Outbreak. Outbreak goes in absolute crap. Move that to absolute crap. We're not putting that anywhere. So as I was saying, Outbreak was trash.
With no reason. It's just trash.
The only reason I play Outbreak is to get levels on my guns and Plague Diamond on my guns.
Why is it absolute crap, do you say?
Because of the Easter eggs and the Mega Easter egg and whatever. I don't think the Mega Easter egg was really needed.
Why the hell would you need a Mega Easter egg? That's my question. Why Activision?
And they put Easter eggs in Outbreak itself, which is pretty strange.
Kringle.
Moving on to Shinonuma.
Or as it's also called, Resurrection.
I think this one was Shinonuma for Vanguard, so we'll put that in absolute crap.
Well, I think
we got a couple of those.
it is probably.
It's an absolute crap because it's in Vanguard. Okay, we're putting every Vanguard map in absolute crap.
Vanguard is cringe, guys.
Wait, what happened to Durafang? Where did we put Durafang? I don't think we have Terra Maledictia.
I didn't download it.
Oh, so if we did have Durafang, we would have put it in absolute crap.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're moving on to Revelations now. We're going to put Revelations in good. It is good because we got a bunch of wonder weapons from the past maps. We have, I think, every wonder weapon. We had Mark II, Thunder Gun. I think we had the Apothecant Servant, and then I think we might have had the Wunderwaffe. I'm not sure if we had the Wunderwaffe.
The Wunderwaffe Bell?
I don't think we had the Wunderwaffe.
Okay.
But overall, map Easter eggs were really good. I wouldn't say it was easy. I've done the Easter egg though before. So we're moving on to
Shadows of Evil.
Yeah, we're moving on to Shadows of Evil. We're gonna put that in good as well. Shadows of Evil. I've come around for Shadows of Evil. Okay.
I like it.
So Shadows of Evil, I know I used to hate it, as you saw in my other thing. I put it pretty low on the list, but I've come around for Shadows of Evil. The Easter egg was actually pretty easy to do. I'm not gonna lie. I know it was just a very short cutscene, but it meant a lot, I guess, to the people before that and everything. Characters. I didn't like Jessica Rose. I didn't like. I came around for Floyd Campbell, but I liked Nero Blackstone and Jack Vincent. They were pretty good characters. But overall, pretty good map actually. Moving on to Shino Numa from World at War.
You changed your opinion from the last time.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in meh. I'm gonna put Shino Numa in meh.
It's not bad, but
it's not good and it's not bad.
But at least it's not Vanguard's Shino Numa.
Yeah, so World at War's Shino Numa is I put it in the meh because the mud makes us very slow and it makes us preferable to the zombies trying to murder us. Flogger wasn't terrible as a trap. We probably could have used that in a bunch of different maps as well. Did we also forget Therese?
Yeah, probably. Oh wait, did it have a TE?
No, that's Terra Maledicta.
Okay, what's Therese then?
That's Durice.
Durice, yeah, we probably.
But if we would have did Durice, I probably would have put it in good because, and the Giant too. I know we forgot a bunch of maps throughout this entire tier list, but Durice and the Giant would have went in good because they're both pretty much the same thing, and we also forgot 5.
Yeah, who cares?
Those 3 maps would have went in good, but I know we forgot a bunch of maps throughout this whole thing.
Blame me. I forgot to download most because of a Reddit post that sucks nuts. Well, I just copy and pasted.
But overall, Shino Numa goes in the meh. Now we're doing Tag Der Toten. That one goes in. I actually don't know. Where do I want to put that one?
Crap. So what do you think about it?
I like the Easter egg. It ends the Ether story for a while until Cold War comes around. But then again, it is kind of a remaster of Call of the Dead and all. I guess we could put it in meh. Doesn't deserve to be in absolute crap or kind of craps, and it doesn't deserve to be good or the best. So we'll put it in meh. So this map was actually, it was decent. It ended the game off pretty nice actually, but it wasn't nice to see everyone die. But we had 2 wonder weapons. I think it was the Wunderwaffe DG2 with a scope. I don't know why. Then we had the Thunder Gun, and then we had the Tundra Gun.
The Thunder Gun, guys.
The Tundra Gun.
Yeah, the Tundra Gun, guys.
So I guess it wasn't a terrible map. It was a decent map. So moving on to Terra Maledicta. That goes in absolute crap. We're not going to talk about Terra Maledicta.
Next is that.
We thought it was gonna revive the game, but of course no. So we just don't talk about that map. We also forgot Baruch too.
No, we haven't. Well, I just forgot to add it because I. Oh yeah, but. And I also forgot the Giant
so moving
too.
on to we already did the Giant. Moving on to
Verduct.
Transit.
I mean Transit.
So Transit, I'm gonna put it in kind of crap. I know it's a very nostalgic map to play with friends and family and stuff.
To be honest, it was my
But that
favorite.
map was kind of halved, okay?
To be honest, that was
into a bunch of different parts of the map.
To me, Transit was my favorite map of all time, no matter what.
No one cares what you think. This is my list.
Baruch was the best, actually.
And let's say,
But Transit was trash because they rushed it. There were 3 parts of the map. I know there was farm, there was town, there was depot, and then there was the diner. 4 different parts of the map.
Home Depot.
That really no one. I actually kind of liked the town and the farm, but this map kind of was rushed to the part where no one liked it at. I mean, I kind of liked it at launch, and I never played it at launch, but I liked it when I first played it and stuff because it is a nostalgic map. We also forgot. Did we forget Kino? I think we forgot Kino too. We did forget Kino.
Hey, if Kino was added, what would you put it at?
I'd put it at a mad because it's nostalgic. Actually, no, I'd put it at good because it's a nostalgic map, It's not hard to get pack or anything. Wonder Weapon's really good. Stage area is really good for area for training. But we're moving on to Varuked. I know we didn't put this on the list or anything, but if we did put it on the list, I would have put it at kind of crap. No training spots on the map. The Wonder Waff was an okay part for them. Actually, I don't even think they even had a Wonder Weapon for that map. Yeah, they didn't. They just installed perks into the game when they first added that. Perks wasn't terrible. They had Speed Cola, Jug, Double Tap, and
I think double
tap and Quick Revive, and then for some reason they added it Mule Kick and stuff. But not a lot of training spots, I guess.
What do you think of Voyage of Despair now?
Oh, I'm putting Voyage of Despair at absolute crap.
And the last one,
Voyage of Despair goes there because the Wonder Weapon was trash. The characters at the beginning were very mediocre. The story was trash too. At the beginning, we didn't even know what we were doing there. You know, we're just on the Titanic with zombies. That's pretty weird. Okay, so aside from that, we're moving to Zetsubou Noshima.
Crappy map.
No, it wasn't. It was pretty good. I'm putting it in good.
Good.
Since we put it in good only because the map itself wasn't terrible. Wonder Weapon was there were two Wonder Weapons actually. There was the that one map, that one part of there was the skull. Oh, that's the one that they had for Rev. That's the one they had for Rev too. But they had the skull and they had that other Wonder Weapon with the syringes that shot crap. I don't remember what it was called. But yeah. So there was Zetsubou. Then there's 5. I forgot to rate that one too. So 5, I would have put it. So we would have put 5 at good because the map overall was kind of a remaster when it came to classified, but it had the Pentagon Thief and it also had the Winter's Howl. Winter's Howl wasn't terrible either. I think it was a one shot until like round 25 maybe. Around 25, 30. And then you had to shoot it like a couple times to freeze all the zombies and stuff. And then you could like pack a punch it too. But overall that was a pretty nostalgic map, especially with JFK, Fidel Castro, God, what's his name? President Nixon and Robert McNamara. Especially when they brought him back in Rev when he was talking on the radios about him hiding in the storage closet. But overall, pretty good map, especially with story between Samantha sending the zombies to the Pentagon. I think that's why they brought him there. So that's what it came with the story. But since we've rated everything here, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.